it's Monday, and typically Mondays are my admin days where I just do a lot of computer work and invoices, contract, emailing different people that I haven't gotten back to, or paying bills, things like that. And one email came through today that I kind of wanted to talk to you guys about because I don't think a lot of people talk about this stuff. I mean, not that I know of. I talk about this stuff with my close girlfriends, but I don't really see people talk about it on social media or like online. And that's with contracts and money, mindset, and fear. This email came through with a contract. A lot of the things that were in the contract were not mentioned previously in the email when I first agreed to do the project. The old Sisilia would have freaked out over going through and crossing things out and asking questions. The old Sisilia would have just signed the contract and get it over with, because I did not feel empowered, and I felt like I had to take every single job that came to me because I felt so pressured to just work and feed my family and things like that. It's funny looking at yourself now with this kind of lens versus the old you, or the old me in this case. So I went into the contract and crossed out a bunch of things that I didn't feel aligned with myself, or I didn't feel that was fair because it was not asked for before and it wasn't mentioned. So I crossed those out and I said, oh, this wasn't mentioned before, I'm gonna need additional fee for this. It just felt so empowering to be at this space now that I'm in. I wanted to share this with you guys so that you guys felt some support, that it's okay if you do not feel completely aligned with a contract. If you guys are working as like influencers or bloggers or whatever, you guys can definitely strike things out in contracts. You can negotiate prices. You can negotiate what is written in that contract. If it wasn't mentioned before, bring it up. You kind of have to come into this space with like empowerment that, hey, you know what, if I don't get this job, it's okay. And I feel like if you go into anything with that kind of worthiness, feeling worthiness of yourself and the time that you're spending, because time you're never gonna get back. Honestly, money is energy and money will always come, and money is easy to make, okay? Like, and I know that's going to ruffle some feathers, like, oh, she just said money is easy to make, she doesn't know. Listen, I know I can't get into that right now because it's gonna make me cry, because it hasn't always been this way for me. This empowering feeling, or this empowering self that I am in right now. I just want you guys to know that you don't always have to agree with every single thing that comes to you in a work environment, or in, like, if you're doing things as a blogger, you do not have to completely agree with all the terms that is given to you. You can negotiate. You can ask for what you're worth. You can have a late fee, because that's exactly what I did. I have a late fee if the company does not pay me 30 days. Within 30 days, I have a percentage that I charged, and I always make sure it's in the contract. The more that you ask for what you feel is deserved, the more that you're going to empower other people or your friends, or whenever you share with someone like, oh yeah, I have a fee that I charge when a client does not pay me within 30 days. It'll empower that person too. And eventually it'll just be standard that you are paid on time, because it's not right when you've done the work and you have a family and you have bills to pay and you're not being paid for months and months after that job has finished. So yeah, I know I'm probably rambling, but I wanted to share that with you guys because I thought that was so important. I think that we all can feel supported and we can all share our stories. Yeah, okay, so I'm probably rambling. It's 5:05. We are going on a sourcing trip for Shop Girl today, picking up furniture and spending the night, going on a road trip. But first, coffee. So just a quick OOTD. This is a vintage top that I've had for quite some time now. I actually got it for Shop Girl when we were doing just strictly clothes about 3 years ago. And these pants, I love them. I'm gonna tuck this in And then I'm gonna put a sweater on top of it and puff this out because it's so cute. So this is how it looks like with the collar popped out of the sweater. I need to fix it a little bit more, but you got the gist. Now I'm ready to source vintage. Yay! We are unpacking a lot of furniture that we sourced these last 2 days. I can't wait to show you guys. All right, so just a quick sneak peek of what we found these last 2 days. This gorgeous armoire, this twist lamp, this torch lamp, these mirrors that go with the dressers. This I actually manifested. I told myself before we left that I wanted to find one at the thrift store, and literally within an hour, we found one. Let's see what else. This painting, these nightstands. I love the texture, it's so pretty. What else? Another dresser. One of the mirrors actually go on with this. This mirror goes with that dresser. And this dresser goes with this mirror. And this is another dresser that we found. It's so perfect, like amazing condition. We just got home finally. I am so excited for all the pieces that we got today. I can't wait to take pictures, measurements, and post it on the shop. I will be talking more about that tomorrow morning when I have more energy, but today I forgot that it's 11/11. That's when Josh and I had our first date 11 years ago today, actually. We used to be neighbors. We lived in the same apartment complex in Hollywood. We went on a first date to Cafe Was, which is like this jazzy piano bar down the street. And we were supposed to dress up 1920s vibe. And so I dressed up to the nines, veil and all, and when I showed up, he was not in his 1920s garb. So I stood out like a sore thumb. He said, sorry, bought me a drink. I don't hold my alcohol well, so I drank it really quickly. And when we stepped out of the bar, I told him I liked him. I leaned in to kiss him and then threw up all over his shoes right after that. And that's when he knew I was the one. I'm just kidding. But in all seriousness, I can't believe that was 11 years ago. Yeah, crazy. All right, guys, I'm gonna go to bed and I will talk to you guys tomorrow. So this is the dress that I got yesterday while I was thrifting. I really, really love this. So I really like the plaid, the fact that it's green, obviously, these ruffles, a little detail right here, more ruffles on the bottom, these sleeves. This is the other dress that I got. I feel like this is more, gives me like pajamas vibes, so I think I'm going to flip this and either take this up a little bit, or I might just make this into a shirt. I don't know yet. Let me see. Last but not least is this nightgown. It's a yellow kind of flannel vibes, but this I'm going to make this into a blouse. So I'm gonna crop it here, sew the bottom, hem it, and maybe take some in like back here. I'm not sure yet, but I love this one. I just really love the colors and the collar and these ruffles and the ruffles on the sleeve. So my house is a mess right now, but we just sourced this yesterday. I love the way it looks in my kitchen. I may regret selling this, but who knows, if no one gets it in the next week, I'm definitely gonna keep it. I love the way it looks. I like the base. I like how shiny and glossy it is. I like that it looks complementary with all my other pieces. So yeah, let's see what happens. Hi guys, good morning. I haven't vlogged in a while, or I haven't uploaded in a while. We have been super busy with our Airbnb. We've been booked every day. We have 5 sites, or 5 units on site. I don't know if I had ever mentioned that. We live on 10 acres of land here in Joshua Tree, and 5 of those acres are where the Airbnb lives on, and we have 5 tents, and it's like a glamping kind of style. And then on top of that, we run this business together, Josh and I, which is obviously vintage furniture. We started it 3 years ago because I got so burnt out on photography. I was doing photography full time. I just was doing it too much and didn't give myself any breaks, and I just felt like I needed to keep going because I have this very high achieving personality where I feel like I need to achieve and just keep going, and I wasn't taking any breaks for myself or soaking in all of the good things that were coming in via my work. And I wasn't absorbing the goodness, and I wasn't relishing in the fruits of my labor, and that was probably the catalyst of me burning out. Okay, so I'm gonna do my get ready with me. I'm gonna use this Protocol vitamin C. I use it every day. It's amazing. I'm the type of person that needs at least 3 things going on at once. I just found out in numerology that I am a personality, or a personal number 5. So you add up your date of birth until it ends up to being just one number. So I added up my date of birth, and it was a total of number 5. It means that I like having a lot of things going on at once. I love to travel, which is kind of insane because it is very me. It was very accurate. I don't remember the rest, but I just remember that it's very accurate. I like change of scenery. I don't like routine. I like having different things every single day. That is what propels me and what makes me really happy. And then, hold on. So I'm gonna use this from Moon Juice. It's like a plumping jelly. What? We've been doing Shop Girl now for 3 years, and obviously we took a break when we did our year-long road trip in 2019 until we got back to Joshua Tree in October of last year. Actually, it was a spontaneous move because everything was so affordable out here, and we had a temporary house that we rented, and then all of a sudden this place came available and we jumped on it, and we've been here since April, since the lockdown. And I've always done thrifting, so I just thrifted a lot of my furniture, and I had put one up on Instagram and it sold really quickly on my stories, and so I thought, well, maybe there's something here. Maybe I can start selling furniture on Shop Girl and like open that back up again. So I did, and that's where we are now. The only thing that makes it difficult, I would say, having a very high touch business, which is Airbnb, because Airbnb is a 24/7 job. You constantly need to be on your phone for notifications, for questions that people ask, bookings, things like that. And we have 5 units, so that means we have to change up 5 different tents every single day. When San Bernardino County opened up Airbnb again, we've been booked solid, which is a great thing. With the thrifting, we're constantly thrifting almost every day. So we actually hired on 2 of our friends to help us here at the Airbnb so that they can run it 2 days out of the week, so that Josh and I can go travel, do our road trips. We have specific routes that we already know because of us just constantly being on the road. We know exactly which thrift stores to go to. So those 2 days have been amazing, but that has also kind of left things like blogger stuff. I haven't been doing much, which is fine because I really enjoy thrifting. It's so fun. I don't always want to do sponsored posts. I want it to be more organic, but obviously it's nice when I get sponsored posts that aligns my aesthetics and my overall personality. So that's been nice. It's just that I haven't been posting a lot because I've just been thrifting. And usually when I'm thrifting, I'm not wearing the cutest clothes because I just want to be comfortable. And then I just want to go in and out of a thrift store. And when we go thrifting, it's about 10 stores a day. Sometimes we get really lucky, sometimes we don't, and that's fine. People think that we constantly get these pieces every single time we go thrifting, but that is not really the truth. I think people just assume that because we're posting quite often, but that is not real life. What else did I want to talk about? Oh yeah, and then I've been getting some DMs about, because I had done a Q&A. People asked about how I'm finding certain pieces so often, and honestly, like I said earlier, we just go thrifting almost daily, sometimes by myself, sometimes it's Josh that does it. That helps you want to be at the right place at the right time. And I know this sounds so woo-woo, but I also get like hunches to go thrifting. Pretty often actually I get those hunches where I'm like, oh, I feel like I need to go thrifting right now. And Josh has now learned just to go with it, to go with my hunches, because usually it's right. I have found the most amazing pieces. Like I found this one chair. It's a Jerry Johnson chair and I found it for $5 each. And they're worth about $600 each. And that was such a great find. One day I wanted to go thrifting to a particular thrift shop and I just had this crazy hunch that I should go there, and I told Josh if he could just take a quick break and go with me. And then we found a whole bedroom set of glossy dressers with a mirror, with nightstands, the whole shabam. It was quite amazing. So always listen to your hunches. I also promised that I was going to make a list for someone who had DM'd me on the Ask Me Anything post, and about 30 people asked me if I could also send them that list of manifestation, law of attraction stuff. We've been so packed with just thrifting and we have found the most amazing things. I haven't done that. I'm hoping to get that done hopefully this Thanksgiving break. I don't know. I'm gonna be with the kids and Josh, so I don't know if I will do that then, but who knows. Yeah, I really want to get that done because I love talking about this stuff. It's really fun for me, and I feel like that's like so crucial, is it needs to be fun. I feel like everything you do, always find the fun in it, because that's how you're going to have this like easygoing frequency, high vibe kind of just like, yeah, like things come to you easily. I feel like when you're having fun, right? Like, and obviously I'm not always like this. I have to talk to myself, and I literally talk to myself and say, Sisilia, you need to get over this. You need to chill. You need to have fun. Remember, you started this for fun. Let's go back to that. And then that usually puts me in a better headspace. And also having Josh, he's a very, very great cheerleader. He's a Leo also. We're 4 days apart, our birthdays, and he is such a great person to talk to when you want to get encouraged, because he is high energy, like very, very high energy. If you ask him a question like that will take someone 30 seconds to answer, it'll take him 30 minutes, no joke. We did a Q&A video a while back for our camper when we did that trip, and people were saying like, oh, how come you're not letting your husband talk? But honestly, he talked for an hour and a half for that vlog, and it should have only taken about 5 minutes, no joke. Yeah, so there's a lot of footage here. They're kind of jumbled. I'm just gonna string it together to hopefully make sense, but it's just been so bananas. All right, guys, I hope you have a great Thanksgiving. Yeah, bye.